So you're thinking about living in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys, but you don't necessarily want to live in a larger town like a Harrisonburg or a Stanton or a Waynesboro. Well, in this last group of videos of our series of videos, the towns between Harrisonburg and Stanton and Waynesboro, we're going to take a look at 4 towns just north of Waynesboro, Virginia, right on or very near Highway 340. And if you hang around to the end of the video, I am going to take you to a place in one of these towns that is the oldest of its kind in the entire United States. And so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. So hang around to the end of the video. But we're going to get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, playing here in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys, then click on that subscribe button, touch that bell icon, so you can be the first to be notified about all the current real estate market information here in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys. Hi, my name's Stephen Gleason, along with my wife Leslie, and we get phone calls and emails every day from folks just like you, and you, who are looking to make a move to Virginia's mountains and valleys, and we absolutely love to help those folks when they call. So whether you're looking to make a move or sell a home in 9 days or 90 days, just pick up the phone and give us a call. Shoot us a text, send us an email. That information's all in the description down below, and we'll be happy to help you sell your home or make a move into a home here in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys. So as I mentioned early in the video, today we're going to take a look at 4 towns just north of Waynesboro, Virginia. Those 4 towns are, first of all, town is Dunes, Virginia. What a name for a town, right? Dunes, Virginia. After that, we're going to take a look at Crimora, and then we're going to take a look at Grottos, and we're going to take a look at Port Republic. Wait, just stop. Back up the train. Stephen, you really thought that you were going to get 4 towns into one video? What were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
Listen, there's a lot of information in these 4 towns of Dunes, Crimora, Grottos, and Port Republic. So we're going to break this video into 2 pieces. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all about the towns of Dunes and Crimora. In the second video, I'm going to tell you all about Grottos and Port Republic. Now we're still going to do the hidden gem, the place that is the oldest of its kind in the entire United States. We're still going to do that in the second part of this video. But don't fear. In this video, I found another hidden gem, I guess you might say. It's something that if you hang around till the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about a place right here in Crimora that can be an inexpensive way to improve your property and improve the value of your property. So hang around to the end so you can find out what that is. But for now, let's go ahead and let's get back to our video. Before we start today, though, you see I'm right out in front of the Dunes Volunteer Fire Department, and talking with one of the volunteer firemen here. Unfortunately, he says they've been very busy with different calls around here lately, but you know, it's men and women of our fire departments and our police officers and our armed forces that really help support us and provide us that safety and that comfort of knowing that if I have an issue, if I have a problem, there's going to be somebody there to help. So just like to say thank you to all of you who serve in that type of public capacity. Thank you for your service, and thank you for all that you do every day to make sure that we as a community can be safe. So as I said, we're going to start out in Dunes, Virginia, which is where we are. And so a couple little things about the town. So a couple of the towns we're going to look at, the first couple especially, Dunes and Crimora, kind of a little bit more of an industrial type feel. You'll see as we drive up and down Highway 340, there's smaller type businesses in the area, and not huge. They're not huge areas, but like I say, they're smaller type businesses, and just kind of in that industrial feel. Now you get out into some of the surrounding area, of course, into the country, and of course you have some beautiful settings as well. But these towns pretty much lie between. There's railroad that goes on the west side of them, and then you have the Blue Ridge Mountains to the east. So you're right at the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So that being said, let's go ahead and we're going to, like I say, we're going to see a lot of different types of homes, different variety of types and values of homes as well. And that being said, let's go ahead and let's go into our first neighborhood here in Dunes, Virginia. So we're here in our first neighborhood in Dunes, Virginia, and the neighborhood that we're in now, Beagle Gap Forest, we actually drove down a street which is known as Orchard Hills, and it's similar to another street, just another street over, called Cindy Ridge Road. And you're going to find in both of these roads, in these areas, you can find a lot of very affordable housing. In those areas, you can find a lot of homes in the hundreds and $200,000 range here in the area of Dunes. Most of the homes in those neighborhoods were built anywhere from the 1930s to the 1970s, although you'll see new homes in there every once in a while, and you're going to see some smaller homes there as well, some 2-bedrooms and things like that. But right now we're in Beagle Gap Forest, and it's a smaller neighborhood, like I say, toward the back of Orchard Hills. And but if I'll turn around here, and you can see some of the lots are tree lined, and many of them have a lot of trees, and some of them aren't. So if you like a place where you have open lots, there's that option here. And if you like a place where you have a nice tree filled lot, then you have that as well. Most of the homes in here date back to the 80s and 90s when they were built, and you're going to also find a lot of homes in here in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, maybe some in the low twos, in the high twos as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go right around the corner here, and I'm going to show you a home here that you just got a contract put on it a little while ago. So one of the other things about Dunes, it actually has the same zip code as Waynesboro. It's a very small area, and there's other places, like even up to Crimora, there's places there that have the same zip code as Waynesboro. It's a very large zip code. But like I say, Dunes is its own census populated area, I guess you would say, and it's a small community here. It's about 7 to 8 minutes away from downtown Waynesboro, and about 10 minutes away from the Interstate 64, and where you find Target and most of the shopping here in Waynesboro. But I'm going to turn around here, and I'm going to show you the house behind me that you see here. Recently sold. It sold in 2 days, as a matter of fact. Actually, it's under contract right now, but it was listed for $349,900. It was built in 1993. It has 3 bedrooms. It has 2.5 baths, and it has 2,187 square feet of finished living space, all of which is above ground. As you can see, it's a nice, quiet, wooded corner lot here on the curve here, and just a really nice setting. If you break that 2,187 square feet of finished living space down, that comes out to $160 a square foot is what this property was listed for. The other nice thing about it as well is you have a little bit of room to do things on. You're on 0.78 acres of land. So
this lovely home that Stefan is showing you right now is located in the Beagle Gap Forest area. The home is surrounded by some lovely mature trees, and it has a side entry garage. As soon as you walk through that front door, you are going to be greeted by a typical colonial style of foyer area. The stairs that are going to the second level are right there in the foyer area. The second floor is also graced with some lovely dormers, and those dormers are going to provide a lot of light and give you that airy feeling in that second floor. There are also some wooden floors in the home. They are pretty. And that kitchen is going to feature some full height cabinetry, which is really nice as well.
With that being said, we're going to go ahead and I will drive through the town here, and we'll go on up to our next town and take a look at a home in Crimora. So we're just south of Crimora here, and you can see like I say, you drive up Highway 340, you kind of get that a little bit of industrial feel. You'll see that as we go through Crimora and up 340 as well. In addition, there's actually a lot of mobile home parks and manufactured neighborhoods up and down along 340 in different places, especially between Grottos and between Crimora. But as I mentioned, right now I'm in a couple neighborhoods here, which is just about a mile south of Crimora. And man, what great neighborhoods. It's the Vesper View neighborhood and the Northwood neighborhood. And the two neighborhoods adjoin each other, although the Vesper neighborhood was started being built in the 70s, and then there was another addition in the 90s and 2000s. And most of what you're going to see in the Northwood neighborhood is you're going to see homes that were built in the 90s and in the 2000s. You're about 10 to 15 minutes north of downtown Waynesboro. You're about 15 to 20 minutes back into I-64 and the main shopping area there in Waynesboro. Homes in this area sell for approximately the mid 200,000s all the way up to just under $400,000. As a matter of fact, one of the homes, we'll have a chance to look at it today, but just actually went on the market, and it sold within 6 days. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,299 square feet. And like I say, it's only 6 days later, it had a contract on it. And but we're going to look at another home right up the road here, and so be with you there in just a second. So the home that you see behind me here is currently on the market. It is active. It is listed for $349,900. It is built in 2006, has 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. Has almost 1,900, has 1,892 square feet. It sits on just a little over a quarter-acre lot, 0.28. If you break that price down into price per square foot, it comes up to about $185 a square foot.
So the second home that Stefan is showing you today is beautifully and freshly remodeled. It has a lovely open concept to it. It's featuring some really nice and bright and airy feel inside. There is an open concept gourmet kitchen. Did you check out that stainless steel hood over the stove? Nice feature. There is also a lovely deck and a fenced-in backyard. And of course, you know me, I'd be sitting out there drinking my coffee in the morning, enjoying all the wildlife walk by.
So at the beginning of the video, I told you that if you hung around to the end of the video, we had a change, and I was going to share with you something that was an inexpensive way to improve the value of your property. And as you can see today, I'm out front of Augusta Nursery. The Augusta Nursery here, right in Crimora, is part of the Virginia Department of Forestry. The Virginia Department of Forestry has been growing seeds and seedlings for more than 100 years. They have over 60 years of research. As you can see here, in Crimora, this branch started growing in 1966, 57 years ago. So when you come to the Augusta Nursery, you can actually order online. You can order saplings that are 1, 2, or 3 years old. They vary in price, starting around $3 for a sapling, and there's bushes that you can purchase. There's conifers, there's deciduous trees, there's trees that will attract wildlife, there's fruit-bearing trees that you can purchase, there's shrubs, just a whole range of things that you can purchase. As a matter of fact, you can even purchase a whole yard specialty package with beautiful colored trees. Really nice thing to do if you have a new home. Maybe you've got a lot that's treeless. Maybe you want to plant some trees. This is a great way to start. And like I say, you can order these things online, and they start taking orders every fall of every year, and then delivery comes in about February through April. So right now they're not open to take orders, but if you're looking to get some trees and you'll have them for next spring, go online to the Virginia Department of Forestry here, the Augusta Nursery, just outside of Crimora, just inside here, Crimora. It's a great resource to help you improve your home. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that the homes that we showed you gave you an idea of kind of some of what's like in Dunes and in Crimora, as well as some of the downtown areas. Like I said, it's more of an industrialized area, and more of an area that is kind of spread out. There's not a whole lot of huge businesses there, but there are some smaller businesses. And like I say, if you're interested in a home here in Dunes or in Crimora, just pick up the phone and give Leslie and I a call. Shoot us a text, send us an email. We'll be happy to help you, whether you're selling your home or whether you're moving into a home. We'll be happy to give you the information that you need to make that as smooth as possible. So part 2 of this video is coming up. But like I always say, until next time, we'll see you around town.